How's it going, dudes? My name is Tom and welcome back. This is another episode of my Ron Santo Road to the Show. I forget what number I'm up to now. That's kind of crazy. I know it's into double figures. Either way, this game is one that I wanted to post for a specific reason. And I know I said I was kind of going to space them out a little bit. Not post any less, but just kind of post them less frequently in terms of Ron's timeline. So this is about 5 games after the last one. And when I realised what team it is, I kind of had to post this record and post this because it is the Jackson Generals. And if any of you remember, my last My Play mode I did for the show was Lou Gehrig, and he played for the Generals. So I just thought it was kind of relevant to post this, and I thought it might be enjoyable, and you will see the results. Ron Santo with his first at-bat now. He's got a nice pink bat today, I believe. I can never remember what the exact reason is. I know the NFL do a similar thing where they all have the gloves and what have you pink. I think it's breast cancer, is it? Something along those lines. Sorry for not actually knowing. But yeah, anyway, it is the pink bat day, I'm going to call it for now. Pink bat day, yeah. Anyway, top of the first, a runner on first and second, no outs. And already a 1-0 lead for the Smokies. Guessing that one correctly and going to hit the pitcher. He's actually not going to be able to pick it up and run. He's going to get to first with no throw. Probably still could have got him out in time for the throw, but I think might be injured. I'm not sure. I personally would be injured. It'll show you in a second. Because that was a power swing and he guessed it correctly, made good contact, and it hit his non-throwing arm. So that's lucky. That's probably why he's not got an injury, because if it was his throwing arm, could be out of the game just by the first inning, because I have got injuries on, just in case any of you were wondering, and that could have put him out of the game. So he's lucky to still be in, and Ron is lucky to get into first. So bases loaded now for Dave Sapelt, the designated hitter, and that one's going to go down the right field line, but foul. That was unlucky. That could have been extra bases and a couple of RBIs there. Ron trying to stretch his lead off the bag. But yeah, that was really unlucky for Sapelt there. Really hoping that he can maybe even grand slam, because it's very rare when I'm on base that I get brought home via a home run. You get a lot of obviously RBIs, but rarely a home run, and it'd be cool to see a home run because obviously it'd be a grand slam, but I don't know whether that will happen in the minors. Maybe that is something we will see when we get to the majors. 2-1 count now for Sapelt. Going to be looking to stretch the lead we have already, get to the pitcher early, fouling that one off behind home plate. Unlucky on that one, nearly making good contact. So another attempt still at 2-1. Could be struck out here, or he could fight it off, who knows. Making good contact with that one though, up the middle. The centre fielder is going to throw to the plate. Is it in time? Not in time. That is going to be a 2 RBI single for Sapelt. And he's going to leave Ron stranded on second. A good throw from the centre fielder there, but just not in time. Now another chance, still no outs here. Runners back to first and second as before. Ron going to steal when he shouldn't, but because of an error, the third baseman is pulled off a bag and Ron will slide in head first, no problem. And just as a little spoiler, that is the first of many errors you may see tonight. So runners on the corners now, still no outs amazingly. This is ridiculous. It's not very often that you see something like this. The momentum obviously carrying the Smokies through this, and who knows how long this could go. We could see the lineup start to rotate again. We have already seen a big portion of it. Gonna make poor contact on that one and foul that one off, actually hitting the chest of the catcher. And that is something that worries me. If I would probably never be a catcher. Well, that's one thing. Imagine how painful it is if a ball bounces up and hits you in very specific areas. Think about that. That slider at 83 miles an hour will go for a ball, and the count is 2-1. Loving the pink bats, I'll be perfectly honest. I think it looks quite cool. No homo. Anyway, that one will pop up to the second baseman. Gonna be no issues, probably no tagger up and going home for Ron, but he doesn't make the catch. He's going to throw that to second and get the runner out, but Ron will tag up and go home. I can't believe that. Should have been a very easy catch. That makes it 4-0, but after a simulation through the rounds, Ron is back at bat, and the score is 6-3, and we are only in the second, so the Jacksonville Generals have fought back a little bit here. 1 out here for Ron, no one on the bases, making poor contact on that one, hitting that foul into the Generals bullpen, into the dugout, sorry, should I say. Actually made good contact on there, but it was a bit early. Not making good contact on that one. That will bounce foul. So an 0-2 count now for Ron. Not a great situation for him to be in here, especially when the pitcher doesn't have a great array of pitches. It should be easy to work out what he's going to throw. And that four-seamer down low will get Ron swinging. I like to say he probably should have done a bit better. It's a lot easier to judge what pitches the pitcher is going to throw. But he was unable to do it that time and ended up striking out. Top of the fourth, no outs. 7-4 now, so the Generals still not giving up. Not going to guess that one, and straight down the middle again, nearly hitting the pitcher. Dear me, he's going to have a rough day if Ron keeps doing this. I know it is a different pitcher, but still, that could be rough for him. Like all these pitchers getting attacked by Ron's down the middle drives. Anyway, Dave Chappelle back at bat. No outs for him again. Very similar situation that we find ourselves in from before. Ron going to attempt to steal second base, and a high throw from the catcher. Another error. Not going to be able to advance to third, but still another stolen base on an error. Ron really falls in these errors here. He's not the fastest person on the team. In fact, he's probably the slowest, but still, he seems to be scared of him, and they're rushing the throws here, and it's going to get quite messy if they keep doing this. Obviously wary of Ron now, making sure that he doesn't step too far off the bag, give himself too much of a lead. Especially there is a right-handed batter up at the plate, makes it easier to steal third. 1-0 count for Chappelle. Not going to hit that slider there that just got into the strike zone by the looks of things. And that ties the count up at 1-1. Still trying to stretch Ron's lead. That ball is going to go low, and he's going to pop that up to the right fielder. Probably shouldn't have gone so far off the pad. Probably could have tacked up and gone to third. But I thought that one was going to drop in, maybe hoping for another error. Donald Todd up at the plate now. 1 out for him. Ron is going to try and go for third, and he makes it in. The throw is not in time. What is going on with this catcher today? How many stolen bases is that for Ron now? And it's only the 4th inning. This is crazy. Such an odd game so far. Not what you expect to see out of these two decent sides. At 86 mile an hour slider, tying the count up at 1-1 for Todd. So, could we see Ron come home here? Who knows? They are still wary of Ron coming off the base. A nice check throw, make sure that Ron gets back in time. Because there's nothing more distressing than not getting back in time and getting caught out. I'll be honest, it is absolutely terrible. Todd making good contact on that one there, but the right fielder diving and missing for that one. Not able to get his glove on it, and that is going to be a double for Todd and bring Santo home. I didn't want to run straight home because tagging up probably wouldn't have been an option if I'd not got back in time. But that is another run for Ron. The score is now 8-4, and Ron Santo is back at bat. A bases loaded situation, something that I've never been any good at. As Dunbar Snackbar would call it, the bases loaded curse. But making good contact on that one, down the right field, and that is going to be an RBI single, keeping the bases loaded. Good hit for Ron there, splitting the first and second baseman, neither of them able to get there in time. Apparently that's a good at bat. 9-4 now. Smokies lead, a nice little gap for them. That one is going to get past the second baseman as well. The throw from the right fielder is cut off and not in time, but for some reason, and not my fault, Ron actually decided to tag up and advance and must have knocked the controller without realising, and that ends the inning. Or doesn't end the inning, ends the inning for Ron. 11-6 now. The deficit gets bigger and bigger. Bottom of the 7th, no outs for the Generals here, so they could pull it back. Making good contact on that to Ron, and that is going to be a double play. Just nearly an error from the second baseman throwing to first. That would have been unlucky if that had gone out of play. But we will get roughly out of that one unscathed. Ron Santo back at bat, looking to do some more damage as he has been all day. He's 3 for 4 so far. No outs again. This is something we've seen all day, having no outs. Score is still 11-6. Waiting on that curveball or change-up. I did miss what it was. And that is going to be another single for Ron, straight to the right fielder. What a day for Ron so far. This is absolutely fantastic. I knew this was a game that wouldn't disappoint folks. I'm so glad I decided to do this one for you. So Chappelle possibly looking to advance me over. But I didn't realise that he'd thrown it to the pitcher. No error this time, and that will be Ron cut. Stealing for once. That was disappointing because I thought he was actually going to throw the pitch. I thought I'd get in time, but that is the game. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, folks. Subscribe if you haven't already. The Smokies take it 12-7, 16 hits apiece, 4 errors for the Generals, all thanks to Ron. Thank you for listening to this, folks. I love you all. I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.